Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for tuning in. We're here in Texas where it's like 84 degrees and 400% humidity, which is super awesome. Great shooting conditions. But you may have noticed you haven't seen Ace and Gary on the last few videos. They've actually been devoting their time to our online store. So make sure you hop on over to gearyouneed.com and check out all the hard work they've been putting in there. So hop on over and check that out when you get a second. But today we're here to take a look at the Griffin Armament Recce 7. I've heard it pronounced Recce or Ricci or something like that, but I think the proper pronunciation of it is the Recce 7. This is a 300 or 30 caliber can that you can shoot 300 out of, 300 blackout, 308, really any of the good sized rifle calibers, all the way down to like 5.56. So pretty versatile can here. Comes in at like 15 ounces or so. So it's got a little bit of weight to it, but if you're putting it on a rifle anyway, generally you're going to bench rest it. It's really designed to be kind of more of a mid to long range suppressor. So we're going to be bench resting it today on a Remington 700. So we've got a Remington 700 that's in the Magpul Hunter 700 stock, which I'm real excited about because we haven't had a chance to shoot one of those yet. So we're going to be putting a couple of rounds down range. And really the test today is to not just go over the sound aperture of the Recce 7 here, but to dispel a common myth. You may have seen our video with Silencer Shop and Jeremy coming out talking about suppressor myths, and one of those was that suppressors decrease accuracy or velocity or give you more bullet drop or a couple things like that. So what we're going to do is set up at about 100 yards with the 700. We're going to put 3 rounds downrange with just the break on it. And then we're going to put the suppressor on it and put 3 more rounds downrange and see if that changes the accuracy at all. Then we're going to move back to about 300 or 400 yards, get dialed in again, and then put a couple more rounds downrange, and that's going to be more of your bullet drop or consistency check. So we'll go ahead and get some rounds downrange with this, but very excited, and thank you to Griffin Armament for loaning us the Recce 7 here. All right guys, so we've got the Remington 700 here in the Magpul stock. We're going to be running Highland Lakes ammo, which is a cool little shop in Central Texas. We've got their 168 grain, so we're going to go ahead and put 3 rounds down range. See what our grouping looks like with just the break on there. We'll go check it out, mark them off, and then we'll come back and put the suppressor on and see if it changes the grouping at all. All right, so it looks like we're shooting a little bit low and to the right from what I can tell through the scope. We'll cruise down range, show you guys what that looked like, mark them off, and then we'll try it with the suppressor on. All right guys, so I was aiming at the center here. Like I said, we're a little bit low and right. Scope really hasn't been too dialed in, but at least it's consistent. So we're gonna go ahead and mark off these that have been shot with just the break. We'll take another couple shots. I'm actually gonna put it up here on the 8, put the crosshairs up here on the 8, so hopefully we'll land kind of in this area. We'll get a good idea of how consistent that is without and then with the suppressor. All right guys, I got to take these off because we're running suppressed this time. Same ammunition, 100 yards with the suppressor this time, so let's see how that. A lot quieter. Felt like I jerked that one just a little bit, but let's cruise down range and check it out. All right, so here we are. 3 rounds after 100 yards. This time we suppressed. This is the one that I felt like I kind of fudged a little bit on. These two are, they're touching each other, so that's fantastic. If we look over here, we've got about 1.5 inches outside to outside, so all within, an inch and a half of each other. up here, these are, I mean, touching. That's an 8 on top of it. And then this one that I jerked a little bit puts us about 2 inches outside of where that other grouping is. So again, user error on that one, but as far as I can tell, it looks more accurate with the suppressor on at 100. So what we're going to do is put up a fresh target, go out at like 300 or 400 yards. I'll tell you where we're at because we still got to pace it off, but we're going to shoot it from a little bit greater distance and see if bullet drop accounts for anything, as well as accuracy. All right, so we're out at 400 yards now. We're going to run just the muzzle device, no suppressor yet. Put 3 rounds downrange and go from there. Now keep in mind, I'm a terrible shot, so don't hold this against the gun or the suppressor. But, I'll do my best here. All right, let's go see where we hit those. We'll mark them off, and then we'll come back and try it suppressed. We're 400 yards downrange, non-suppressed. We hit here, here, and here. Those look all within about 6 inches of each other. But we had some significant bullet drop because I was actually putting the crosshairs about here. Probably a foot, maybe a foot and a half up north of the target. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark off these spots that we already hit. Cruise back out, try it with the suppressor and see if that helps with either accuracy or bullet drop. All right guys, we are now going to run suppressed 400 yards. I'm going to be aiming for the same spot. It's probably self-explanatory, but I'm aiming for the same spot so we can get an accurate read on bullet drop. All 3 of those shots felt pretty good, so I'm kind of excited to get downrange and check them out. Hey guys, we are now downrange looking at our shot placement at 400 yards with the suppressor on, and I gotta say I'm really impressed. So aiming at the same point of impact, which was again up here, we're able to get this grouping here, which is about 4 inches. So 4-inch grouping at 400 yards versus closer to 5 without the suppressor. So these are the original non-suppressed shots. These are the suppressed shots. I'm really impressed. It didn't look like we had a whole lot of bullet drop. I might have pulled that one up a little bit, but you can see everything's kind of still on plane here. So I didn't notice really any bullet drop at all, and actually increased accuracy. So I'm very, very impressed with a suppressor shooting really better than a non-suppressed gun. Again, the common myths are out there about them, decreasing accuracy or velocity. According to this test, doesn't look like that's the case at all. So let's head back on over, and I'll give you the total thoughts on the Recce 7. Hey guys, we had some fun with the Griffin Recce 7 here. Again, big thanks to Silencer Shop for helping us get a hold of one of these. Check them out if you guys haven't shot with suppressors or interested in it. It's easier than you think, so hop on over to silencershop.com and pick one up for yourself. But this Recce 7 is badass, man. It's about 7.5 inches, so it doesn't add a whole lot of extra length to the barrel. I said before it was like 15.5 ounces or something. It's actually 17.5 ounces, so a little bit heavier, just over a pound, which isn't terrible. Again, if you're using this for a longer range application, which we were today, the weight doesn't really matter because you're bench resting. Really, really cool though. Some of the specs on this thing, it's actually made of 17.4 stainless steel. It's heat treated and TIG welded, so this is actually a very nice piece of machinery. Very well built, and when you hold on to it, you can really feel that they put some time and quality into this thing. We'll put the decibels down below, but average is about a 30 decibel reduction, 32 decibel reduction over standard. So that's certainly hearing safe. Again, didn't bring out the meter and everything to go over all that today. We just wanted to test more of the accuracy stuff. So again, huge thanks to Silencer Shop for putting this on. Griffin Armament did something real nice with this. The Recce 7 is pretty badass, and we had some fun with it today. Again, very accurate, 400 yards, more so than the standard muzzle. So if you haven't had your chance to get hold of one of these things, try and track one down or get one for yourself, because it's a lot of fun. And plus, I just don't like shooting with ears on anymore. Once you kind of dip into silencers and you don't have to wear earring protection, it's kind of a bear to put them on, especially with the sunglass pinch and everything like that. So anyway, thank you guys again for tuning in. Make sure you check out the hard work that Ace and Gary have been putting in over at gearyouneed.com. And we'll see you next time on the Bullet Points.